It means that discomfort is not the enemy. Disconnection is. When you understand why you're doing something, you can endure anything. Purpose converts pain into power. I've seen that same principle in entrepreneurs who built fortunes from nothing. They didn't avoid failure. They used it as feedback. Their purpose wasn't to make money. It was to prove something, to build something, to serve someone. That's why they outlasted the competition. They had endurance born from meaning. And this is what every great culture understands. Clarity is kindness. People need to know where they're going and why. Vague missions create anxious teams. Clear missions create confident ones. The most successful organizations don't just have goals. They have narratives. They tell stories that people can live inside. When I visited a small nonprofit working in disaster zones, I asked their director how they keep morale high when the work is so exhausting. He said, "We tell the story every day. We remind each other why we're here." They would literally begin meetings by reading letters from the people they'd helped. That ritual recharged their emotional batteries. It reconnected their effort to their impact. That's how purpose fuels resilience. And here's where financial freedom intersects with cultural mastery again. Both require alignment between effort and meaning. You can grind endlessly and still feel empty if your actions aren't tied to a deeper goal. But when your financial habits serve a mission, when your investments, your work, your generosity are expressions of what you value, every dollar becomes a declaration of identity. Wealth without purpose is weight. Wealth with purpose is wing. Purpose doesn't mean you have to save the world. It simply means you know which part of the world you're responsible for improving. It can be as grand as ending poverty or as humble as raising a family that radiates kindness. The size doesn't matter. The sincerity does. Purpose isn't what makes you famous. It's what makes you fulfilled. When people share purpose, they synchronize. You can see it in their body language, hear it in their tone. Communication becomes seamless. They anticipate one another. They adapt faster. They forgive quicker. Because they're not protecting egos, they're protecting the mission. That's the secret to sustained excellence. Mission above self. Pixar's team spend years on a single story because they believe deeply in their why. Zeal risk their lives because their why is bigger than fear. The Spurs stay humble because their why is bigger than fame, and you too can live that way. Purpose is not reserved for heroes. It's available to anyone willing to define their values and align their actions. There's a financial principle that echoes this perfectly. Value flows to clarity. The clearer your mission, the stronger your magnet. People, opportunities, and capital all move toward those who know what they stand for. The marketplace rewards conviction. If you're vague about your purpose, you'll attract confusion.